A woman has been drifting at sea with her newborn baby for 3 days and 3 nights. Their only shelter is this sinking shipping container. She casually threw the baby's diaper into the sea, which quickly attracted a few fish. She quickly made a simple fishing tool, but catching fish wasn't as simple as she thought. Just as she was despairing, she suddenly saw a passenger plane in the sky. Excited, she ran back into the container to find a piece of glass to signal, but on her way back, she accidentally cut her thigh badly. Ignoring the pain, she got up to scream for help, but the distance was too great, and the people on the plane couldn't see her at all. To prevent infection, she disinfected the wound with strong alcohol and then stitched it up using headphone wires. The piercing pain nearly made her pass out. To catch fish and replenish nutrients, she wove a simple fishing net using headphone wires. After lowering the net into the sea, she placed a diaper inside as bait and waited quietly. After waiting anxiously for a few minutes, a fish indeed fell into trap, and she finally had a full meal. Time passed day by day, and she had stored up quite a bit of food. To escape the danger as soon as possible, she wrote hundreds of SOS notes and placed them one by one into plastic containers. She then threw all the boxes into the sea, hoping someone would find them soon. She had to use a tube to pump water out regularly. Otherwise, if the container filled up, they would sink to the bottom. Worry about the baby catching a cold. She put strong alcohol in a thermos and lit on fire to keep the baby warm. Because the phone screen was broken and couldn't be unlocked, she could only wait for her husband to call. But that night, her husband called with terrible news, saying he'd been shot and was in critical condition and likely couldn't come to save her. He cried and told her to live on strongly. The woman was heartbroken, but she didn't complain. Instead, she told him that she had given birth to their baby. She then let her husband say some heartwarming words to the baby, and he named the baby Noah. Then the phone battery died, and they completely lost contact. A few days later, the water level had risen to the highest point. She had prepared for the worst. She made a small raft out of wooden boards and plastic boxes, so that if the container sank, they could drift on the raft for a while. Soon after, the appearance of the seagull gave her hope, because where there are seagulls, land is usually not too far away. But the good times didn't last. That night, the seal she used to plug the leak suddenly fell off, and seawater rushed into the container rapidly. Seeing this, she tried to retrieve her stored food, but her foot got tangled in a rope. Helpless, she had to dive underwater to cut the rope, and after much effort, she finally freed herself. But when she surfaced, the baby had drifted away to an unknown location. She screamed loudly at sea, which unexpectedly attracted a whale. The whale intentionally sprayed water on the baby. The startled baby cried out, and the woman was able to locate the baby because of it. Like this, they drifted at sea for the whole night. The woman knew she had done all she could. She held the baby's hand and said some reluctant goodbyes. Seeing seagulls appear, she took the fish out of the box, which quickly attracted a flock of seagulls. Coincidentally, a fishing boat was passing by. They noticed the unusual behavior of the seagulls and steered the boat over. They rescued the baby onto the boat. Following the rope, they found the woman, but she was on the verge of death. Fortunately, the kind fishermen did not give up. After a period of resuscitation, they finally saved her. It is hard to imagine a woman drifting at sea for a whole month, surviving with her baby through sheer tenacity. One has to admire the great power of maternal love.